Zahra Goldsmith lives south of Adelaide, in a place that's pretty hot and dry, but she's heading overseas this week to represent Australia in a sport that people usually associate with lots and lots of snow.
I'm off to Spain to compete in the IFSS Dog Mushing World Championships. There's many different categories of dog mushing. The style that we do here in Australia is called sprint racing, on dry land typically. So we use wheels, not sleds, and we have equipment called scooters or kick bikes. It's like a mountain bike with a foot plate that you can stand on. People use bikes as well, or you have rigs and carts, which are like a 3 or 4 wheels specialised piece of equipment. You can tear around the trail on those pretty safely. Of course, we have standards and procedures to check the safety of things. But yeah, it's a winter sport that you've got to be pretty crazy to get into, but people seem to find it and get hooked.
So how did you get into it?
I bought a Siberian husky puppy when I was 17, when my parents were overseas and didn't know, because I really wanted one. And then naturally, if anyone knows anything about that breed, they're quite high demand, active, intelligent, and I did not know how to keep that dog calm and fulfilled. So I googled, is there mushing in Australia? And it came up. And so I got in contact with some people who came and met me, became my mentors, and got me started in the sport. And I was hooked. I knew I got diagnosed with ADHD a couple of years ago, so it all makes sense now. I found my hyperfixation for the rest of my life, essentially.
And you found your husband?
I did, yep, that one too. I've got German Short-haired pointers crossed with a type of dog called an Alaskan husky. So that's a specialised type of crossbreed already that you would see maybe in the Iditarod, in the snow. So combining the two together creates quite a big, powerful, short-coated, muscular dog that's better suited to the sprint and warmer conditions that we have in Australia. So the big black and white one is Viper.
Yep.
The white and black one is Mig. The silvery one is Scardy, and the black one is Evie. They're really lovely to live with in the house. They're not kind of bouncing off the walls, but then when it's time to go and do the sport that we're into, they hammer. We always keep it very fun, very happy, very light. Oh, he's a good boy. He's such a good boy. Lots of pats, lots of cuddles. So it keeps them enthused for the next time we do it.
Other competitors will be flying their dogs in from the US, Canada and other parts of Europe, but Zahra will have to leave her pups at home. But she's been offered the use of Greta, an Italian dog that's related to 2 of her own.
Hopefully I'll be able to get some practice runs in with the dog that I'll be borrowing, and we can get used to each other and get a feel for each other.
What's the best part of the sport?
I would say the best part for me is the training runs, believe it or not so much the actual races. There's a bit too much pressure sometimes, but the training runs where I can, be on the back of my scooter. It's freezing cold. The sky's bright blue, there's dew flicking off the dog's feet, and we're just hoofing, down a hill or up a trail, and I can feel the excitement vibrating off of them, and I just feel fulfilled, and I can see my dogs feel fulfilled. So it really is about that bonding connection with my dogs.